Hi, I'm Mariah Shimatsu, the owner of Movement for Wellness. I'm here today to talk to you guys about stress management, and how we can handle it. So the reality is that we all live at a constant low level of stress. It's called our day-to-day activities. So whether that's sitting in traffic, hitting deadlines for work, making the family things happen, and then we also experience high traumatic stress, whether it be a loss of a loved one, a loss of a job, financial issues, things of the sort like the COVID-19 situation. And so there's just constant stress bombarding us and weighing down on our well-being. And the reality is if we don't have stress management tools to help us cope, then we run into these issues of high depression, anxiety, and sometimes even further situations. And so the thing that I want to point out is that it's really important to develop tools that work for you. We all manage stress very differently. And the best thing I can say is if you find 2 to 3 tools that you have in your arsenal so that you're ready to take on whatever's thrown at you, you're going to be better prepared to handle any situation. So I like to point out that it's good to have a tool that's very readily available. So something like breathing, taking a couple nice big deep breaths when you're in a heat of a moment can be very beneficial into calming the low levels of stress that come at us all from day to day, but it can also be very beneficial in those high traumatic situations. And it can help us to sit back and think about an actual response instead of being reactive to a situation and sometimes making it more stressful. So I kind of have a rule. It's called my 5-minute rule. So when things happen in life, especially when we're at work that are a little heated or you get angry or stressed or anxious, whatever it may be, the term that you come up with about, take 5 minutes. Because I don't like to tell people to kind of minimize their emotions about it. We need to accept our emotions. So let's say your boss did something, stresses you out. Maybe it also kind of upsets you. Take 5 minutes. Process that. If you have more than 5 minutes to spend on it, then maybe it's an issue that we need to really sit back and think, what's the bigger picture? But if after 5 minutes you think, I don't have time to worry about the stress and the anxiety this is causing me, let's just figure out a solution and move through it. Now you have an easy tool to move through that stressful situation. So like I said, creating little rules, boundaries around things, or having a breathing practice where after something happens to you, stressful or intense, you take a minute of deep breathing. Having something readily available is a great way to have a stress management tool. Secondly, I like to tell people that they should have a tool that's there kind of as a maintenance tool. So whether that be going on hikes, being out in nature, going for runs, exercise, yoga, meditation, something that you're doing more on a ritual basis, getting massages, those things are there to help manage the stress that we just encountered, that maybe it's not an intense situation that flies up by the seat of the moment, but it's just something that helps us be able to process the low level of stress that we're constantly at. So looking at self-techniques, like I mentioned a bunch of them, yoga, meditation, journaling, there's also some unconventional techniques that maybe we don't think of that you could give a shot. So whether that be coloring, dancing, humming, music in general, there's things of the sort like tapping that's similar to acupuncture, or self-massage, release techniques. You can say madras or mudras. So there's a lot of different things out there that can be used as stress management, and I encourage you to start looking to discover what works best for you.